Joined by Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen of Tennessee, a member of the House Judiciary Committee, which also has oversight on a lot of these matters. Representative, I thought the conversation I had with Jane Harman was very telling a little while ago. She said she's despondent. She was there in 1978 for the formation of the FISA system and the court, and she says this politicization of it really upsets her.
It should, and Jane Harman's a consummate professional, and she has perspective. It never should be politicized. The Intel Committee is somewhere where people should work together for the interest of our nation. And it's not happening now. Instead of I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the Republic, it's I pledge allegiance to the administration of Donald Trump, and let's keep it afloat no matter how many leaks it has, how many icebergs it's hit, and how much water it's taken on.
But as much as people assume and think that Congress is partisan and can't get things done, there are these little nooks and crannies around Congress where traditionally real work has gotten done, including on the Judiciary Committee and the Intel Committee. We've seen a hyper-partisan, we've seen those become hyper-partisan now in the last year in a way that we hadn't. I mean, this is an issue of committees that require testimony from people. They require people to trust that they'll keep their information confidential.
Well, Intelligence Committee, indeed. Judiciary doesn't have that same situation, but we've gotten to be where we have not exercised our oversight. We have not had oversight over FBI, over justice. We did have Wray in, we did have Rosenstein in, but we had nothing about the firing of Comey, and we have been derelict in looking at impeachment articles, about emoluments clauses, about obstruction of justice. And that's been unfortunate because we are the people's house, and we should be the primary legislative body that oversees those issues and looks out for the American Republic, really, which is, I think, is in danger. I am very concerned about where this is going. This memo is political. It's a shame. It's like Swiss cheese. And the minority memo should have been released. Really, neither should have been released because sources and methods have been revealed which have never been revealed before. And intelligence agencies around the globe will look askance at dealing with Americans. But if they were going to release this, which is just inferior, they should have released the Democratic memo in transparency and fairness, and it shoots this one to bits. And really, the truth is, the court knew what they were doing. I've read both memos. The court had full knowledge that there were partisan support for this, but you know, the Steele dossier was originally brought by Republicans, and Carter Page had been in Russia since 2013. And
had been attracting intelligence, attention since then.
Exactly. And the issue really should be, what does Russia have on the Trump campaign? What does the Trump campaign try to hide? Why did President Trump try to write a report which was false to say his son met with Russians because of adoptions? They weren't into adoptions. They were into the Magnitsky Law, which was in sanctions. Why did the president
against wealthy Russians who are in cahoots with Vladimir Putin?
And who probably have loaned money to Donald Trump. Why has he not released his taxes? Because it may show that. Why did he not invoke the sanctions last Monday, which he should have, because he doesn't want to upset those people? Why is he so upset? What is he hiding? You know he's hiding. You don't have to have LASIK surgery to see what's happening right before the American people. And it's the destruction of our country's systems and institutions and the faith the people have in their government.
And that's the fear, right? That's the fear, that this, in defense of Donald Trump and trying to get the investigation distanced from him, there are some people willing to take down the Department of Justice and the FBI in the eyes of the American people. And as Jane Harman says, there is long-term damage to doing that.
Long-term damage to intelligence, but long-term damage to the faith the people have in their government in general and the electoral process. The Russians have interfered with our elections, and we've done nothing to find a way to stop them from doing it in 2018, which they probably will do. Trump and the Republicans don't want that to happen because it'll inure to their benefit. Russia has a ownership interest in our government. This is something that a lot of the people who support Donald Trump are good, quote-unquote, red-blooded Americans, but they are in bed with the Reds. It's unbelievable. The head of the KGB, I mean, not the head, but Putin was KGB. Once KGB, always KGB. And he has gotten himself and the Russian oligarchs involved with the Trumps, involved with our electoral process, involved with everything that's going on. And it's not America first. It's you pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, not to Donald Trump.
Yeah, and John McCain made that same point earlier today.
John McCain's a patriot, and they tried to go after John McCain and say he wasn't even a legitimate prisoner. Right. That was despicable.
Yeah. Steve Cohen, good to see you. Thank you very much.
Ollie,
Representative
nice to see
Steve
you.
Cohen.